When I first got my Trans Am, I realized pretty much immediately that I didn't have any of the keys. Even though it did have those sweet skull door lock plungers, the trunk was locked. Looking from inside of the car, since there is no interior, I could see into the trunk. I noticed that there was quite a few spare parts stored in the trunk. Maybe a barefoot gas pedal or a disco ball. I made up some plans on how to get the trunk open. First, I just thought we could maybe knock on the trunk and something that had been trapped inside there for many years would open and magically reveal the treasures inside. I had to rule this out because, let's face it, it's more of a joke than an idea. The second suggestion came from my weird uncle who suggested I train a monkey to pick locks, then place that monkey into the trunk and open it from the inside. Monkeys are nice, and it might be really cool to have one, but monkeys are expensive, and I needed that money for car parts. Plus, I don't know how difficult they are to train. Then, I saw this warning online. Seems like monkeys don't make very good pets. They can be violent, often with unchecked aggression. They may attack children, might be into organized crime, and a whole bunch of other dangerous stuff. Sorry, monkey. That's a no. My third idea, a serious plan on how to open the trunk on the Trans Am, was to trigger the electric trunk release. My dad's Trans Am had an electric trunk release option. Since Trans Ams in 1979 were loaded with many options, many of them were ordered with trunk releases. I did look at my glove box, and there was a hole for the button, so I assumed the wires were there. To prepare, I looked up a whole bunch of 1979 Firebird wiring diagrams. All that was left to do was to locate the charge wire in the car and trigger it with some sort of 12-volt power source to pop it open. After doing a couple hours of research on which wire to trigger, it's black as far as I could tell. I looked into the trunk, and yep, somebody had removed the remote trunk release. Back to the drawing board. I did notice that there were just 2 bolts holding on the catch to the trunk lid. That led me to my final idea, and the one that actually worked. I got out a whole bunch of 3/8 extensions and a 1/2 inch socket, and started to unbolt the catch. I was able to get both bolts out, but it didn't just spring open automatically as I expected it to. I went around to the back of the car to open the trunk. I raised it up, and it was pretty obvious the thing they made for the trunk to spring up was not working. I will have to deal with that later. The trunk was full of a whole bunch of parts. Some things that I will probably sell on eBay or somewhere online. It did have nicer taillights than the ones that were on the car, so I replaced the driver's side one first. Then I went ahead and replaced the passenger side one next. You're just gonna have to trust me. I did a short walk around the car and decided to set the hood on the car. My dad said I could have it for my car. It was in pretty rough shape and would probably be smarter just to buy a new one. But that all costs money. I have several other videos that I have to edit for other things that I have done to my car. I am hoping to get them out on at least a monthly basis. Thanks for watching and following. Please like and subscribe. I have a Patreon where I release the videos before YouTube can see them if you want to donate.
Turn straight, turn straight, turn straight, turn straight!